Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to part 51 of Let's Play Pillars of Eternity 2. In the last part, we were down below in the old city, and well,
dim in the lantern.
It looks like we've come across we've come across something.
Easily done.
Oh, that's stealing. I don't do stealing. Not that, I mean, I could just kill my way out of it, but it's not really the point. So currently we're in the Undercroft. What reason do I got to be in the Undercroft? Like, job-wise? That one's done. Find more hair in the Overcroft. Alright, so that's what we're doing. We're finding a specific woman. The captain of the Tidebreaker stands stiff-backed before you, looming despite her lack of height. Her hard muscles, legs spread solidly apart, and she displays thick, calloused hands over her hips. She regards you with a heavy gaze, her chin tipped high.
And who, or what, do we have here?
Stubby fingers grind impatiently toward the flintlock tucked into her belt.
Well, I see it. You've got two options. You can tell me who sent you, or I can feed you the shaft of my gun.
Marina's features are harsh, cutting. Her hair is drawn up into a large braid on the top of her head. Feathers and bits of bone, teeth, and phalanges wrapped with ribbon jut from tresses that gleam like the red wine in her low light. You don't doubt she'll follow through on her threat, or try to. I've come to assist you as a favour to Captain Aldis.
She always has the most lovely and interesting sorts vying for her attention. Suppose me and you ain't so different in that regard.
Mad Marina grins fiercely, wolfishly, owl teeth.
Say I happen to have a fella wanting for a full shipment of crude luminous ardra, but I have no ardra to sell. Loot me no less than 3 crates, and I'll be, let's say, better inclined to do you a favour. If you're a particularly daring sort, you might snatch it from under their noses. Them Valiant trading princocks have a stockpile of it in their mill in Queen's Berth. Otherwise, you could raid them in shallow waters as they ship it in.
I'll think about it. Captain smiles wickedly, a mad cast darkening her features.
Well, regale me.
I'm going to punch her in the mouth, because apparently that's an option. Unexpectedly, you rear back and sucker punch the captain in the mouth. The stocky pirate staggers before regaining herself, her hand resting on the butt of her foot. She spits blood to the ground. She cuts you a glare. Then abruptly, she throws her head back and laughs.
What in Andra's tit was that for?
No reason.
Gods, you're madder than me.
She grins madly, tiny teeth tinged red as she swipes a thumb at the corner of her mouth. I'll be on my way. She dips her chin in a gruff, not farewell, like a gruff way to say fuck off, essentially. I would say that's probably the best way to put it.
Have yourself a look at that, mate.
Alright, still stealing? Fuck me.
Real quiet now.
Well, as long as I don't get caught.
Open that up.
Well, that's not nice.
I want to know what's in there. Well, I already have a Principe flag, so good on that.
I'm here. I hope you know what you're doing.
Well, that's fine with me. Let's have a look around here. Is there any other reason for me to be down here? No, there actually isn't. So I'm going to finish exploring, and I'll finish exploring the croft, and then we're going to go back onto the ancient Hawaii temple, because I believe we are still looking for one of the 2 things that go into that door. I believe that's what's brought me here, to be fair.
Ah, good plan.
How can you steal from pirates? That sounds like a very, that sounds like just an oxymoron, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I'm using oxymoron wrong, but fuck it, whatever, it doesn't matter. I can be as wrong as I like when I say it. A young boar. Fucking hell, everything down here is just stealing, isn't it? Well, that's rather uninteresting.
You back to see the boss?
Yes, and she knows she's able to keep waiting. I'm here in other business.
Then you best be careful to mind your own.
So I'm guessing this is the front entrance if you want to actually come in the front door. Yep, I found Delver's Row. You know what? I think it's probably a good idea that I actually go to Delver's Row quickly. And we do that other quest before going down dealing with that statue. So the quest is updated on Delver's Row. I found Delver's.
Back up. No shops this way, stranger.
The thug holds up surprisingly smooth hands, stepping in front of him. Any chances to get me past you?
I don't have to glance at that to tell you the answer is no.
He glances away, anyway, squinting.
Still no.
I'm here on behalf of Captain Eldis. Recognition flashes in his eyes.
My mistake. Please.
He steps out your path, extending a delicate hand toward the lift. Where the fuck am I? This grizzled old Amur woman looks like she's been left in the sun to dry. Her skin is so worn and withered, it's hard to tell her wrinkles from her scars.
You need a blade or a bludgeon or some sturdy armor. Umani has what you seek.
The old woman gives you a grin that multiplies the wrinkles in her face. Show me what you've got.
Old Umani's stock is tested in the hands and throats of the fiercest sorts in the gullet. Never will you find a better selection.
Well, you've got 2 uniques so far, and you've got a fine large shield. So you've got a shield I can use, you've got a belt and a helmet I could buy. Let's go to the stash first and sell everything that's not a unique or a soul-bound weapon. So I'm easily going to make enough money for what I want to buy. We'll get rid of you, but I'm keeping the other one. Gonna make 9 grand. I can now buy the ship I want. So that's good. Let's go speak to this guy.
Ernezzo has not seen you before. You must be new. New or very good at disguises.
The man chuckles. He peers at you through half-moon spectacles. His face is hidden beneath a thick but full, well-groomed beard, and his eyes constantly dart between you and the doorway.
But how did you hear about this place? Wait, no. Do not tell me. Sometimes it is better not to know. There is something I can get for you, yes? Tell me quietly.
He leans in. I need supplies.
Of course. Only do not tell anyone where you got them.
A legendary quality piece of light armor. No, I think that really does help her a little bit more. What about Seraphim? Yep, it's easily better than his... He wears median armor, though, so now I'll have to think about that one. It does cost 29 grand, and the Red Hand Arquebus. I don't have her on hand either, so I can't really say if that's worth buying, but... Thank you for your... Thank you for showing me your wares, and cunt face. Let's have a look what this dog does. Minus 20% Constitution Affliction duration. I don't think we've had many oh yeah. Let's quickly give that to our good friend Seraphim.
Something approaches.
What is this Kith creature?
The Vifrak cocks its head and focuses its many eyes on you. Its strange companions are also stare you with a natural intensity.
All right, I'll go first. Is it true some of your kind are covered in soft fur that feels good to pet?
One of the Vifrak eyes shifts towards Edir, and after a moment it shifts back to you.
What secrets does it bring?
You feel a gentle scratching in your head. Another voice speaks directly into your mind.
Let us see. Let us see.
The Vifrak clicks its claws together in delight.
Keep your other eye open, Cap. A fork probing ain't much to worry over, but I'll be a two-headed ogre if that's the only trick up them silk sleeves.
Seraphon scrutinizes the Vifrak. Meanwhile, the Vifrak scrabbles and slithers deeper into your mind. Get out, or I'll end you. The Vifrak withdraws, grinding one of its mandibles peevishly.
We wish to only see, to know, yet Kith hide and hoard their secrets.
I don't trust this creature at all.
He eyes the Vifrak and looks toward the exit. The creature's probing psyche traces a question in your mind. Its strange companions stand perfectly still, waiting. I need supplies. Ooh, it's a new grimoire. That's pretty cheap. And this guy has another grimoire, which is considered a unique. If I had the money to pay for that, I'd get that. Interesting. Ring of Regeneration, +1 health every 6 seconds. That's alright. Obsidian Lamp figurine. Uses once per rest. Keyword figurines. Summons 3 shades. That would actually be pretty useful. I'm not gonna lie. Mortification bindings. Yeah, not currently anything I want to buy there. At the moment, though, all my money is currently just needing to be spent elsewhere. The ship. Once I have a nice big ship, I can start raiding bigger targets, and I can start acting a little bit more. Well,
Looking for something to sharpen the senses, to help you leave your sorrows behind? I got what you need.
let me see what we have. Yep, that's a drug guy. As his name suits him to be a drug guy. To be fair. Not gonna lie, kind of like this shop. I kind of like this place. It's got some it's got some really good shops in it. An older woman stands over a table laden with herbs and spices. She mixes them without looking at her work, pausing now and then to raise a sprig or a file to her nose. You realize she is blind.
It's the smell of cardamom that drew you, no? Perhaps the sting of fresh pepper. Or maybe you seek something with a stronger bite.
She swivels her ears, but her cloudy eyes do not find you. What do you sell?
Food, of course, and supplies for the road. Though most here come to me for poisons and venoms.
I need supplies then.
I have plenty. Though, if you're buying poison and ailment, mind you store them separate.
No shit. Oh, she has some little bit of exceptional, so what's it called, armor, but no unique. So not really. I don't know how often I'll be there to peruse her wares specifically, but all right. So we've found the exit to the gullet. What I'm assuming would be the gullet. I do need a new shield now that I've got a soulbound sword. I'm gonna need to start focusing on my my current thing. A figure in the shadows looks up at your approach, pursing his lips together in a crooked line.
Think you made a wrong turn, Bilger. You don't belong in the row.
Actually, the smell of this shithole reminds me of home. He raises an eyebrow at this. Long moments pass by as he casually looks you up and down. I'm just gonna scowl. I'm just gonna say nothing. I'm losing my patience with you. With a shrug, he leans back against the wall.
Well, I'd prefer something with a little more.
Oh, it's a dead end. Ah, shit. Wait, that's not a dead end. With a furrowed brow, he glares at you but says nothing. The name is Sigram.
I know who you are. I make it my bag to keep my eyes on the new fish that end up in the gullet. Rats round here been whispering about you. I'm guessing you're looking to buy some art, yeah?
He lightly traces a finger across the hilt of an emerald-encrusted stiletto hidden within the folds of a dark leather tunic. His narrowed eyes seem to dance in the magical light as the gemstone pulses with a caustic glow. The right half of his mouth descends menacingly as he dips his head and peers at you from underneath his brow. You're an assassin. You're answered with a thin-lipped scowl as your words echo throughout the valley. Oh, would you be interested in joining my crew?
Sorry, Bilger. I work alone.
So what sort of payments do you require for your services?
Depends on the craftsmanship required. We don't know each other, so let's keep our dealings within the gullet, yeah?
I'd like you to handle a problem for me. Head swiveling side to side, he darts a cautious glance, then shoulders straightened, he leans close to you.
Go on.
You smell the hint of an ale on his breath as he nearly hisses the word. I'd like to take care of a merchant by the name of Renzo.
Never like that one. Talks too fucking much. The dodge ought to be easy enough, but you should know it could draw a query or two from other ne'er-do-wells what associate with him.
Fuck it. I don't. Why would I kill him? I don't have a quest to kill him at the moment. I'm not fucking paying for him to die. Unless I actually do need someone killed. Nope. Then let's just move on. So we've fully explored here. So let's actually leave this way so I can figure out. Like, I know I do need to go back into that cave, but I would also like to know how the fuck to get back here, other than the cave. You leave the hustle and bustle of Devil's Row behind you and fade into the alleys. You peer through the curtain of the tunnel beyond. It continues to right and left. Go left. A tunnel opens to your right. The rats squeak and skitter away you approach. The way before you corkscrews into darkness. Go forward. You make your way forward, feeling the walls to guide yourself in the darkness. Your hands come away slimy. You smell something foul further down the tunnel. The stench of loose bowels and the metallic tang of blood. At the end of the tunnel, you find a body slumped against the wall. Stab wounds render corpse and clothes and flesh. On its arms and knees, twist at unnatural angles. Search the body. You found a small note shoved in the dead man's pocket. Read the note. Log. Or Ulog. There's a new shipment for your Reparu friends within the near the lift in Delver's Row. Come and get the food before the cave stink rots in. Your mad captain, Marina. P.S. Give the old man my regards. I put an extra koiki in there just for him. P.P.S. Don't say I never done anything nice. Yeah, we'll turn around. Go left. Alright, go left. Then go right. The stone floor is littered with fresh fish bones and bread crusts, and stamped with footprints in all shapes and sizes. Voices echo down the passage ahead of you. Go forward. The passage opens up to a large cavern. Below you, ramshackle buildings crowd together like broken teeth. A maze of streets winds between them, some barely wide enough for two to pass abreast. And yet, throngs of people fill the narrow streets and tiny plazas, their voices rising above the smoke and 100 torches. Explore the neighborhood. You pick your way down the worn and uneven stairs and descend into the hubbub below. Huana men, women, and children surround you, all laughing, haggling, and quarreling over one another. You notice a few foreign faces of aliens, Adirans, and even a few Raratayans slipping through the crowd. A heady mixture of frying fish, unwashed bodies, and accumulated refuse permeates the air. We take it all in while moving for that street to the instance. I'll return to the Narrows. Go forward. Rats flees your path as you trudge back down the tunnel. You've reached an interesting section that calls you to go right or left. We'll go right this time. Ah, for fuck's sake, turn around. Go forward. On your right is an abandoned merchant stall displaying cheap jewelry. The path to explore the merchant hall. Laid out are various trinkets made from junk necklaces strung with fish bones and shoe buckles, and bracelets made with shards of broken glass. But the curtain sways and flaps as it's stirred by draft. You twitch inside and discover a secret passageway. Go through the curtain behind the stall, merchant stall. You realise you're walking along with several hooded figures materials out of thin air of the darkness. Not so fast. You got to pay a toll if you want to visit Delver's Row. Then I'll pay in steel. I may as well kill them if they're gonna. I mean, it's Delver's Row. I mean, who would miss a few people? Probably the mothers, but yeah, well.
Let's get started.
They shouldn't have barred my entry, should they?
Just like that.
I feel like this is definitely their fault and nothing to do with me.
Little something cool.
No, fuck this healer. There we go.
Dagger, I'm here.
Hey, watch it with that.
Another for the queen.
Yeah, that you didn't have much chance there, guys. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. That's a lie. Oh, I need to talk with more deer. Well, we'll do that in the next part, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and like I said in the next part, we've got some shit ahead of us. See you guys then.